not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, they're going to go with the option. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. He's still on his feet, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps in early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it as we resume action. Sanders now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train? Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now a 2nd and 10. Achane gets it from the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man is Waddle, complete. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a letdown defensively because they haven't stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall. That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Dialed up the fullback dive that time. We'll see what they go to on 3rd down from the 1.
Yeah, they may have dialed it up, but it was repelled, wasn't it? Do you wag a finger back at the offense like a certain iconic NBA guy did back in the day, or do you just say, try it again, guys?
No, I think they wagged the finger, but they got to get one more stop here, maybe 2. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone, and he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
To throw is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson on 1st down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson. buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Bradley Chubb in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. Braxton Berrios deep for Miami. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. At their own 29-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Tua going to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. Wilson's got it complete. First target, first catch, and a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Forced out to his left. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it. Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. It's Hill, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he fires one incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and then I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Tua sets up to pass it.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Motion man is Berrios. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball. He'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, Mostert. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Flush to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they're going to speed things up here.
A loss of 6.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
The two are going to try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, We've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests. But in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing is Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36.
A gain of 21 yards.
Jackson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up. And Jackson throwing once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he completes it to Berrios. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and...
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have